Had a great weekend, and great holiday today or yesterday, 4th of July. Um, yes, so let's talk about DR. Today was definitely an up and down day for me, and just kind of using the rules I follow. Um, so let's talk about it, right? So let's go. We normally do our range. We had 71 to I want to say 88. Yeah. So what's that? 88. What's that? 16, 17 points. 17 points. So that's within our scope that we normally like to have. And one thing happened early this morning. We had a sell side down here that got taken out. So my initial thought was we are gonna be moving back toward the buy side, which is what happened. Didn't take any of these ICT type trades here. There was like literally one here I could have taken that would have given me a pretty good run up toward the buy side. Didn't take that. Said it's the day before, day after, market close day. So let's just kind of keep it simple today. And so first thing we get a close here of a close above. So we confirmed high. Now, but I want you to look at what's happening here, right? So here we have the top of the DR, okay, DR high, and then right above that, literally one tick above that, we have this midnight open, okay, and so we also talk about midnight as potentially a pretty strong support or a pretty strong resistance, and so what I'm noticing here is midnight comes up and we go above it, but then we come back down, right? Second candle goes above it, come back down, and then we actually have a nice retrace here. Now, because midnight was right there, I don't like that trade. All right. So normally I'd put my into my retrace down. I'd put an order here on the DR high. But with midnight being right there, I just didn't trust it. So I said, okay, I'm going to wait for it to come down at least to the IDR high. And so that's what happened on this candle. Price comes down, goes up, doesn't breach the candle. So my order's still sitting here. So I get picked up on this candle. And what you'll notice is we go up, and this is 87. I think we got to like 92 or 90, so that's 3 points. Then we come back down right to midnight again, go back up. Now at this point, I'm like, okay, we got like relatively equal highs here, so let me go ahead and get out. So I put my stop in literally at 2 points above the DR or IDR high where it got in, right? So it's 87, 89, so 2 points there. Again, not taking the chances. Don't like this action at all, especially equal highs. And so price comes down again. There's the next one we do, and we get the same kind of action, right? So we come here, we get in at 87, and then we come up here to right above midnight and right around 90, and we just reject off of that again. And now, even though we're not rejecting right at the line, the midnight line, to me, this is what's happening is we're going above it slightly, but we're always coming back down into it. So in that case, I did the same thing again, and that's another 2 points that we we got off of that trade because I just wasn't taking the chance, right? So because in this case, all this consolidation right here, if we were going to break out, we would have broken out, right? Because that's like an hour. 10:30, yeah, about an hour that we've been in this kind of consolidation zone. So, these are trades. I'm taking them because my rules say take the trade. But even that, I'm going, okay, not taking the trade up here because I don't like this midnight here. If I take it down here, I'm going to be very cautious because, again, we're consolidating this whole time, okay? So now I'm up 4 points, right? So drop down, we drop down past the weekly open, and we come down here. We actually touch the 0.5 fib here, but we didn't broach it, right? We didn't go below it and then come back up toward it. So with my rules, that's a rung on my ladder, but that's not a trade I'm going to take because I'm looking for price to come down, and then I'm going to get in on the move back up. All right, so would have been a nice trade. This is 79, ends up all the way up at 88, so that's a 10-pointer. Roughly 10.9 points. So that would have been a good trade, but again, it's not in my rules, right? In my rules say I have to go below and then come back up and pick up on the way up because I'm confirmed high. So again, if you're using different strategies, there's probably some trades in here, but again, we're consolidating a lot, so I'm not really missing anything. Now here's the one that did get me. So right here, at 2 o'clock, this trade came up, and so my order was sitting here, right, because I'm below, so I'm waiting for price to pick me up. So it comes up, that's at 87, picks me up, goes up 1 point, and then comes back down, and then this one comes back up to basically break even. But I'm still, I still have my stop loss is still down here, 5 points down, so I'm not too worried about that. And then price, and this is 2 o'clock now. I should have known better, because what happened at 2 o'clock, we had the FOMC minutes released, which I've never understood why the minutes caused the market to move, because we already knew what they said last week when they did the actual meeting itself. But again, we had a drop here, and actually I really wasn't paying attention. So this trade actually took me out. It took my full stop out, so that's 5 points that I lost on this trade. So now I'm -1 for the day, right? Which again is okay. That's part of the trading. So price comes all the way down. So now I'm coming down here. I'm going. This should actually might be a retirement setup, because it might come all the way down here and then move back up, but it didn't. Right around 420, 425, starts to make this move back up. And so now, remember we talked about over here, right? This 0.5 fib, it didn't broach and then go back up. This one, it does come down and starts to move back up. So my order is now on 0.5 fib. I get picked up, retrace a little bit. So that's at 44.79, and then the first 5 points is at 84, right around here. So once we go above that, I move my stop loss up in profit to these 5 points, right at here. And so price goes up, continues to move up, comes down, doesn't take me out though, right? So I'm fully expecting when this wick right here for it to come back and take me out. Now, one of the reasons why I was okay with that is because I have this fair value gap here, a bullish fair value gap. So even price had dipped in here, I would have been stopped out. But what I was expecting to happen, and what I could have done, is wait for it to come down, put an order right here on top of the fair value gap, let it pick me back up if it's going to continue to move up, right? So that's kind of putting the ICT strategy into the DR strategy a little bit, but that didn't happen, right? So price went up and actually got out at 10 points, which is right around up here somewhere, right at, guess where? Midnight open, right? So at this point, like once I see this happening in the morning, in the afternoon, I know that that's going to be some place where I'm going to want to get out of trades, right? So got in at 79, got out at 89, and that was it for me for the day, right? Because that's already at 3 o'clock, after 3. So kind of up and down day. I had to, again, really stick to my rules today. And even, again, the rules about where I put my order, I had to, kind of make those a little bit different and move my order down to one level down, so I can just be a little more protected with that midnight. So this is about 3 times in the last couple weeks where midnight open has been really a strong resistance for us. So something to keep an eye on. Other than that, one thing I will show you, and this is interesting, right? So on this trade here, remember I said I wanted the price to come down, but look where it came down to. And I didn't draw this out ahead of time, but I'll just pull it up real quick, right? Again, we're talking about ICT and RDR. Look what happened. Look where that came into. It just touched the top of that fair value gap and then rejected off of it, right? So if you're using ICT principles, that would have been a trade you could have seen there, and you could have gotten in a lot. I could have gotten in a lot earlier, but I didn't. I wasn't looking at that. I'm looking at this 0.5 fib. So that would have been another 3-4 points maybe, but that's okay. Again, following the DR rules, that 0.5 fib was just perfect for me to take that and grab those 10 points. So all in all, I mean, I was at -1, so I ended up with 9 points today, which I am, there's nothing to sneeze at there, right? So that's what we are starting. I call this the starting of my week because I didn't do anything on Monday, and so anyway, that's that. Again, hope everybody had a great weekend, and continue to love on your families, and make sure that they know we care about them, and that's it. So again, we'll see what the market does tomorrow. I haven't looked at Forex Factory yet to see what's coming up, but I know we have some PPI and CPI I think next week. So we always have some activity when those things are coming up. But all in all, Decent day, made out with profit. So I'm happy with that. All right, you guys be good, and we'll see you on the next one.